Hey y'all, it's Sunday, the 12th. Okay, so whatever. I'm using the Field Tarot again today. It's a lot of smoke coming through. I'm burning sage, so I'm just asking for whatever this collective is meant to hear today. Girls. Nobody's here. It was me. Hey. You two be kind. Okay, we have the King of Swords, which represents authority, which represents being kind of like a father figure, mentor kind of energy, being able to stay level-headed and make decisions in times of chaos, maybe times of upheaval. We have the Seven of Swords, which represents deception, which is representative of either lying to people and deceiving people to get what you want, or you're being lied to and you're being deceived by somebody. There's also the High Priestess card, which represents intuition and also understanding that not everything is the way that it seems. So with the energy I'm getting energy that you're representing the King of Swords, that that's kind of your energy. You're maybe an authority figure, you may be a father, you may be part of a family possibly. The Seven of Swords deception card, I'm getting the energy that you're being deceived by somebody. Like with the High Priestess right after it, which represents that not everything is as it seems. You're being deceived in some way. You need to kind of tune into not necessarily your feminine side, but it is in a sense. You need to tune into your own intuition. You need to make sure you're kind of just staying grounded in yourself and trust your gut. With whatever situation you're in, there is some lies and some deception going on. The next card we got is the Emperor card, which also again represents kind of like father figure energy, mentor energy. And that could be in reference to the Authority card as well. This may be a time of calling you to, you're being called to, what's the word I'm looking for? You're being called to, integrate? I don't think that's the right word. You're being called to be grateful for your authority energy and use it where it's needed. Like, you're being called to use it. I'm thinking of a certain word and I can't think of it, so forgive me. Whatever's going on with the deception going on, you're being called to kind of stay level-headed and do your best to stay in tune with your intuition and trust your gut and make decisions you need to make for you and yours. There are lies and deception going on, and as you do that, you are going to take on more of the Emperor energy, which means you're gonna kind of become more steady and more confident in your father figure energy. You may be a father, you may be just a mentor. We have the Two of Wands card, planning, which means you could be at a time of you're kind of moving into another phase of your life. So we have the Two of Wands, planning, we have the Three of Wands, vision, and then we have the Four of Wands, celebration, which is crazy because it's like 3 in a row, 2, 3, 4. The Two of Wands with planning, and the Three of Wands with your vision, and the Four of Wands celebration. Whatever you are going through right now, it's gonna, you kind of you tuning into like your authority and your intuition and just doing what's best for you and trying to stay above the water, especially above the deception and lies that are going on. Just remember, you control you. You can't control anyone else. With the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and 4 of Wands, literally just right after each other, you're in a time of changing phases. You're ending one phase, you're moving into another. This is a time of planning. You need to think about where you are, think about where you're going, what direction you're headed, how you want to get there, how you want to go about it, what you want to manifest in your life, what you want to bring into your life. You really just need to think about all that and plan it out. The 3 of Wands right after is just kind of letting you know that you're planning for whatever vision that you have. What's your bigger vision? What's your bigger picture? Where do you want to go from here? Like, you manifest your reality. Where do you want to go from here? Plan it out and you will get there. It'll pay off. And then after that, you're just going to have a celebration with the 4 of Wands representing celebration. You're going to have a time of being around community, family, friends who are genuine. 2 of Discs right after, which represents change. Whatever this vision is, as you're working towards it and as you get to it, there's going to be a lot of change going on. You're also maybe going to be challenged to change yourself, challenge some mindsets, some beliefs, some of your own patterns and habits. And then we have the Princess of Swords, curiosity. This could represent someone in your life, or it could represent your feminine side. And the Princess of Swords represents curiosity, kind of just... Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's okay to be tired. After you clean, we're going to eat dinner and lay down. The Princess of Swords with curiosity. If this represents you, you may be being pushed to kind of tune into your feminine side. Like, tune into the side of you that can come out and flourish because you can protect yourself. It may be a time to get curious about some skills, get curious about some, I don't know, things you take interest in. Maybe just spend some more time learning about them, you know? And then after that, you have the 6 of Cups, innocence. That kind of represents that whatever work you're going through, whatever work you're doing, whatever path you're embarking on right now, wherever you're headed, it's going to pay off. And you may be going through some healing. You may be going through some major changes, life changes. All of it is what you're supposed to be doing, and it's definitely going to pay off for you. And it's going to pay off in innocence. You may be healing your inner child right now. You may be healing some past trauma, some generational trauma. It's hard work, but it's rewarding. And you are going to be rewarded with coming back to kind of like a childlike state in your life. After you actually do the inner work, even though it's very hard, if you do it, that hard work pays off. And you're going to find yourself kind of at the end where you're going to be in a state of like, I am deserving. I am worthy. Like, even though this stuff happened to me, even though you may have done things wrong in the past, you know, change is possible. And you're going to do the work to change, and you're going to come back into a childlike mindset where you understand that you're worthy of this whole world just as much as any other human walking this planet. Then you have the 8 of Cups right after the Retreat card, which kind of represents it may be of time where, as you're making these changes, as you're working towards where you want to be, you're going to bring back this innocence and this childlike mentality, and it's going to give you more curiosity into the world around you, curiosity into like where you can go, what you can learn. You're going to realize you don't know anything. You may think you know everything, but you really don't know anything. It's going to be a time of retreat, which means it's going to be a time for you to kind of step back from the outer world, step back from society, step back from maybe playing a major role in community or society or something like that. Retreat is not always bad. It kind of stands for, it may be a time where you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Self-care, self-love, do things that nourish you, do things that fill your cup. The next card is the Sun card. That represents that it's a time for you to shine bright, to just be confident in who you are. Know you deserve everything that's coming to you. You deserve everything you have currently. And everything you're doing right now, you're doing for a reason, and it's going to be worth it. It's going to pay off. So just make sure you have that confidence, and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and say that, like, hey, I'm doing this work. I'm doing this. Like, I'm standing up. I'm doing what I need to do, and be proud of it. And just know that, like, this is your time. Shine your light. And the 6 of Swords comes up with transition. It could just be you're going through a time of transition. Transitions are hard, especially with you doing what you're doing to plan and go towards a certain vision wherever you want to get to in life. You're making changes you need to make. You're doing a lot of healing you need to do. It's going to bring a time of transition. When you change from one version of yourself to another, it always brings transition, because you're going to go through phases each time. Like each time you heal, or each time you grow to a different like level or evolve more and more, you're going to learn that it always comes with transition periods of letting go of what's no longer for you and gaining what's for you on your new level or your new path that you're taking on. So there will be times of just upheaval. There will be times of a lot of change, a lot of just things changing, maybe stability, some things surrounding security. You never know. So just remember to stay level-headed and grounded through that. The next card that we drew is the Princess of Cups. This one I actually don't really have memorized that much. This one it represents dreams. It's full of the Princess of Cups card, it's full of creative energy that is ready to be tapped into. She's emotional, gentle, romantic, and acts as a messenger to help us tune into our own intuition. Listen carefully to her voice to help bring your inner ideas to fruition. This Princess of Cups, this could be someone in your life, or this could be, again, like your feminine side that you learn to tap into. It's going to teach you to be intuitive. It's going to teach you to trust in your own manifestations. It's going to teach you to trust in your gut feelings and trust in literally your intuition, like where you're supposed to go, where you feel like you're supposed to go, what you feel like you're supposed to do. This could be someone in your life. This could be someone that comes into your life. If you're in a relationship, this could be who you're in a relationship with. They could help you kind of hone in on this energy a little more, become more comfortable with it. After that, we have Four of Swords, which is going to be a time of rest. So with all this change that's going on and this work that you're doing right now, you are moving towards a time of transition and a time of rest, because when rest is productive. You have to rest. Like, we have cycles of being productive, and then we have to rest to refuel ourselves so we can get more done. You can't run off of an empty tank. Like, that's not possible. It runs you into the ground. You get illnesses. It manifests illnesses, diseases, all kinds of stuff. So you're moving towards a time of getting through this work, doing what you need to do. You're going to end up in a time of like transition and rest. And that may be a time for you to kind of take advantage of. And while you're in that resting phase and transition phase of like changing and just changing what's around you and stuff, it may be a time to really get comfortable with yourself, get comfortable with your intuition, ground yourself in it, get comfortable with trusting it, get comfortable with depending on it. It could be a time of just honing it in, or it could be you could go through the transitions in this rest period, and this may be your partner or a future partner, someone who comes in and kind of just like keeps the light on for you while you're in the transition phase and in the rest phase. This could be someone who kind of is just there for you, goes through everything with you, is very supportive of you in a healthy manner as you support them, and she may represent keeping you grounded in your intuition while she also uses her intuition on her own. The next card is the Fortune card. Good card. This is a sign that no matter what you're going through right now, no matter what you've been through in the past, the high fall and the low ascend. Change is inevitable. Change is coming. And no matter where you are, if you find yourself in a rough place, if you're in a rough place right now, if you're going through a rough place and you're doing all this hard work so you can change on how you handle these rough phases, you're doing what you need to do, and it's going to pay off. Soon you're going to come across a time where the wheel's going to turn, as it always does. We never stay in one place for long. Times always change, and good's going to be coming to you. I don't know what it's going to be. I can't tell you what it's going to be, but just keep an eye out. It could be opportunities, new relationships, a new version of yourself that you meet. You could shed an old skin and come comfortable in being a new person, a more healed version of yourself, a more healthy version of yourself. After that, the last two cards are Ten of Cups, Harmony, and Eight of Wands, Movement. So whatever this good change comes in as, this Fortune card, whatever changes, whatever good comes in for you, it's going to have to do a lot with harmony, with like just being happy with who you're surrounded by. Friendships, partnerships, relationships, love, family, anything like that. It's going to be a time of harmony with them. I'm sorry, my son is insane. It's going to be a time of harmony and happiness, and knowing that like your work's paying off and you are where you're meant to be. The last card was Eight of Wands, movement. So at the end of all this, at the end of doing your work and going through these phases and doing what you need to do and trusting yourself to get yourself where you need to be, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find your people. You're going to find where you're meant to be in this phase of life. And you're going to be kind of, you're going to get a confirmation out of it, like a spiritual confirmation that like, this is where I was headed. This is where I was meant to be. Like I wasn't doing it for nothing. And all of this energy of what you've been doing, all the energy of what you've gone through and how you've handled it and what you're doing to heal and change yourself, it's just going to push you forward. It's the movement card. It's going to give you energy to move forward in all kinds of things, career, relationships, just you as an individual. You're going to have that fire return in you of just knowing that you're capable of doing anything you set your mind to, and you're kind of going to become unstoppable in a sense. So just make sure you stay grounded. This is a very good reading, and I hope it finds who it finds. I hope it finds who it's meant for. If it finds you and it's meant for you, I would love feedback. Share my channel if you get a chance. Thank you guys. Have a good day. And tomorrow's the full moon, so remember, if feelings come, let them come and release them. Let them come. Accept them for what they are and release them. Journal, journal, journal. Stay hydrated. Rest. It's a time of releasing and purging. Stay grounded. Take care of yourself. And after the peak of the full moon tomorrow, for several days after, you're going to feel the energy, but it's slowly going to go away. So just take care of yourself and stay grounded. Have a good day, guys.